Bali time. I'm deeply happy to meet you again and again. For the next year, to 2022, we are going to meet once in 2 months. Please understand because my body is beginning to be getting older. I'm no longer young. In this month, December of 2021, the focus of our discussion will be perfectly bloom into love. That is our topic for tomorrow. Today we are going to meditate 33 minutes past 11. 33 minutes past 11 we are going to meditate. But before that, I will give you another new topic just to make sure you are refreshed. You are well connected with the teaching which is flowing through me. It is not my teaching, it is only flowing through me. By the time we are waiting for thousands of friends in the process of joining together with us, we still have around 13 minutes into 33 minutes past 11. I will share to you a new topic about being uplifted by illness. In the story of many people, illness pulled their life down. That is the story of many people. Some of them even pass away because of illness. But our topic today is the opposite. You are not being pulled down by illness, but you are being uplifted. As I have ever shared before to all of you, illness can open the gate of death, or it can open the gate of the light. It is totally depend on you. It depends on how you respond to illness and suffering. If you are not sensitive to the symbol of illness and suffering, if you are insensitive to the spiritual message behind illness, if you do not care about the hidden meaning behind illness, by then illness can open the gate of darkness. It can open the gate of death. If you ignore all the messages behind. On the contrary, if you focus on the lesson, not the punishment, if you are keen and sincere in reading the spiritual message behind illness and any kind of suffering, then illness, pain, suffering can open the gate of light. That is my intention today to you. You are no longer being pulled down by illness and suffering, but you are being uplifted by illness and suffering. How? That is the questions of many people. How? First of all, remember, focus on the lesson, not the punishment. The problem with the suffering soul who has been visited by illness, they focus on the punishment. Their question is, what wrong with me? What kind of mistakes that I committed in the past? They tend to, that is the kind of the questions of suffering soul. For that reason, say goodbye to the question, what wrong with me? What mistake I committed in the past? And any negative attitude of blaming the others, blaming God, blaming government, blaming medical doctor. Say goodbye to that kind of attitude. Now say goodbye to the punishment. Welcome the lesson. Because if you focus on the lesson behind illness, illness can open the gate of the light. What I mean by the lesson is focus on the spiritual message. There is spiritual message behind all illness. Behind all illness, there is spiritual message. Even for the following dry leaf, brings spiritual message about death. Total surrender, perfect surrender to the wholeness. If the falling dry leaf brings spiritual message, do not talk about illness and deep suffering. There is always spiritual message behind illness and suffering. For that reason, please keenly observe, keenly read what is the spiritual message behind the illness, pain, and suffering that visit you. That is the key point. The third one, which is also important as well, learn to be sensitive to your body, because the way body responding to medicine different from one body to another body. The problem with all the teaching that we got in the university, from medical school, business school, law school, all the teaching in the university focus on the statistic. Statistic prefer the average. When it comes to average, we focus on the thing which is the same with the others. But in reality, in some part, our body are the same. In another part, our body is different. The most important reason why there are many people in the West, according to their own statistic, who pass away because of misdiagnosis, because the healer focus on the things which are the same among the people. They forgot that our body, some part of our body are the same, another part of our body is different. That is the problem of statistics. For that reason, let me repeat again the third message. Be sensitive to your body, especially the one who know your body best is your own body. Before I come into a true and real example, let me refresh your memory. In order to make the illness open the gate of light, not open the gate of darkness. First of all, remember, focus on the lesson, not the punishment. Say goodbye to the wrong question. What wrong with me? Say goodbye to the wrong question. What mistakes that I committed? Say goodbye. Focus on the lesson, not the punishment. The second one, there is always spiritual message behind illness and suffering. Even for the following dry leaf, there is spiritual message, perfect surrender to wholeness. The last, be sensitive to your body, because the one who knows your body best is your own body, not the outside healer. Let me give you an example, a true and living example, because I experienced it myself. I do not quote it from somewhere else, include quoting from a holy scripture. This is my direct personal experience. Hopefully it will brighten the world by then. Few months ago, I got cough here, more than 1 month. It cannot be healed by some of pharmaceutical medicine that I could buy here in the northern part of Bali. Cough. The quality of my sleep getting worse, my daily life getting worse because of the cough that I could not heal. For that reason, I keep meditating, asking to my own inner soul, what is the spiritual message behind the cough which cannot be healed by pharmaceutical medicine? The answer was extremely beautiful. I love that answer. Our neck is the most important bridge that connecting the energy of earth and energy of sky. The energy of earth represented by the first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, and fourth chakra, and energy of sky represented by the sixth and the seventh chakra. And remember, neck, which is throat, which is the fifth chakra. That is the most important bridge that connecting the energy of earth and sky. For that reason, I focus on finding out using inner deep meditation. What is the energy blockage here? What is the energy blockage? It was true. I found a lot of energy blockage here. As all of you know already, I spent more than 25 years of my life, especially in Jakarta, in the capital city of Indonesia. I spent 27 years in Jakarta. Most of my time in the capital city of Jakarta to be a public speaker. I speak, I teach to people. And some part of my speech hurt the others, especially my jokes. In some part of my speech, maybe I misquote somewhat. In other words, I committed a lot of mistake using my words. It is very human, something that happened to everyone. That is the most important energy blockage here. There are a lot of words that hurt the others. In some part, maybe small part of my words lie. A lot of blockage here. For that reason, I did journaling myself. I asked for the forgiveness of my inner soul. My beautiful inner soul, please forgive me. I spent more than 25 years of my life as a teacher. My jokes, some of my words may hurt the others. Some of my words, maybe it was a kind of lie that I did not realize. Please, forgive me. That is, I did journaling almost every night. Write it down in blank paper. Please forgive me, my inner beautiful soul. I committed a lot of mistakes through my words, my mouth and throat. Please, every night. I do it every night. Because it is impossible to talk something like this to the others. I have my wife here, but my wife, her capacity to understanding is very, very limited. I do it myself. Journaling. From one night to another night. That is the most important thing to release energy blockage here in my throat because of cough. At the same time, I did soft yoga movement to my neck. Soft yoga movement. Make it very soft. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I make it every morning and evening. That is another approach of releasing energy blockage here by using soft yoga movement to my neck. The next steps, I did lion breath. In breath with the nose, out breath with an open mouth. That is lion breath. Whenever I take shower, I massage my neck. At the same time using warm water, massage. At the end, without any pharmaceutical medicine, my cough could be completely healed. Cough perfectly disappear. And the more beautiful part, it was true, as I said in the beginning. Neck is the most important bridge that connecting the energy of earth and energy of sky. As soon as the energy blockage is released from the neck, a lot of beautiful things happen in my life. I can write much better. I can teach much better. Yeah, the way the bridge of spiritual connection is much better. A lot of things becoming much better as soon as I release the energy blockage around the neck. Now, some of you who have a problem in the lower part of your body, it's something to do with the first, second, and third chakra. Make sure you understand the color. Make sure you understand the message behind. In the lower part of the body, this problem with first, second, and third chakra. Around the chest, it's the fourth chakra, the chakra of heart. I explained already long enough for the fifth chakra energy blockage here. If you have a problem with your head, around head, 6 or 7 chakra, that is one of the approach of reading the spiritual message behind the illness. Another example, just to make my story more complete to you. At the beginning of 20, when I was still young, I was infected by B hepatitis. It's something to do with the liver. I was very tired at that time. At that time, I was not a spiritual master. But I got the feeling at that time, there is a message. There's a message between the problem with my liver. I keep reading newspaper at that time, and the answer was very beautiful. It is about religions of the heart of religion, because the locations of the liver is not far from the heart. So that's why the focus of my teaching from the age of 20 until now is to make people living based on their heart. Especially because according to many energy researchers, the vibrations of the heart is 5,000 much bigger than the vibrations of the head. That is the lesson that I got from my liver disease at the age of 20. Now it is perfectly healed according to our chief medical doctor here in Spiritual Family of Compassion, Dr. Eka Imbawan, who is an internist in Denpasar, Surya Husada, Nusa Dua. My hepatitis has been completely healed. Last time I was medical check-up by Dr. Eka Imbawan, there was no disease. Dr. Eka even put my body inside the MRI, there was no disease. The question then, focus on the lesson. Every time illness visit you, focus on the lesson. Say goodbye to any questions about punishment. What mistakes that I made, what wrong with me. Say goodbye to any kind of punishment. The second and the most important thing is read carefully the spiritual message behind the illness. In the case of my neck is the most important bridge that connecting the energy of earth, first, second, third, and fourth chakra with the energy of sky, 6 and 7 chakra. The third one, be sensitive to your body, because inside our body there is illness, there is also the energy of healing. If you are sensitive enough to read the spiritual message behind illness, your body will become your spiritual guide. As another example, if you have a problem around your head, remember, less thinking, more flowing. If you have problem with your mouth, neck, throat, be careful with your words. Learn to be much wiser in choosing your words. If you have your problem with your back pain, learn to be confident in life. If you have a problem with your heart, perfect the quality of your love in daily life. If you have a problem with your lung, make your spiritual connection much better especially through the beautiful prayer of thank you and deep gratitude. If you have problem with your stomach, your gut, be careful with the food. Not only the food which entering the mouth, but also the food which entering your mind and your heart. You have problem with your something related with your sexual organ. Make your relationship with your spouse, husband and wife much better. If you have problem with your leg, be careful in taking decision in life. That is what I mean. That is another example of the spiritual message behind illness. If you focus on the spiritual message behind illness, if you are keen enough in reading the spiritual message behind illness, as I said in the beginning, illness, suffering is no longer open the gate of the darkness. Illness and suffering will open the gate of the light. Illness and pain are no longer pull you down here, but illness and pain will uplifted your spiritual journey. That is exactly what happened in my life. I have been visited by some of disease in the past. Last time I was infected by coronavirus. I could completely heal myself. A lot of lesson, a lot of spiritual gates which are open because infected by coronavirus. The most important reason, because I do not focus on the punishment. I focus on the lesson. The same thing happened to you. If you focus on the lesson, not the punishment, I believe that illness, pain and suffering, they are no longer open the gate of the darkness, but they open the gate of the light. That is the beautiful part of deep spirituality, especially Tantra that I follow. The specific thing about Tantra teaching is to transform any poison into medicine. For the beginner, do not try to learn Tantra, it is dangerous. For the beginner, you are suggested to stay away from illness. If you are mature enough, you protect society to make the people less infected by illness. But as you go to advanced level, like tantric level, you are no longer run away from illness. You transform illness into medicine. That is exactly the practical steps of Tantra. You are no longer being pulled down by illness, but you are being uplifted by illness. How to do that? Say goodbye to the punishment. Welcome. Focus only the lesson. Be careful in reading the spiritual message behind the illness, and be sensitive to your body. Remember, the one who knows your body best is your body. It is not outside healer. Like the thing that happened to my body and the body of my wife, because we are very close. We spend time together more than 35 years. The food that make me healthy make my wife sick. The food that make my wife healthy make me sick. You know, different, because the history of the body is different. The history of the body, our childhood is different. The same thing happened to all people. In some part our body are the same, in another part our body is different. So that's why I keep repeating message to you. Be sensitive to your body, especially because the one who knows your body best is your own body. Excuse me. In short, if you focus on the lesson, not the punishment, if you are keen enough in reading the spiritual message behind illness, You are sensitive to the wisdom of your body, to the voice of your body. Illness, pain, suffering become your spiritual gift. It is like a hidden angel inside us. They are here not to open the gate of the darkness. They are here to open the gate of light. Now we are preparing meditation. Now we are going to meditate. As I keep sharing from one meditation session to another meditation session, in the ancient time, meditation healed. It is only the story of the old scripture. But for the last 30 years, there has been wide research involving very advanced machine like MRI, EEG, which come into the same conclusion. The spelling of meditation is very closer to the spelling of medication, because meditation is truly healed. So that's why I never tired to share the idea of meditation to all of you. When I heal myself from coronavirus, meditation play a very important role in healing myself. Now we are going to meditate. First of all, my beautiful friend, wherever you are, both inside Bali, outside Bali, both inside Indonesia and outside Indonesia. Some of you are in Germany, some of you in Abu Dhabi, some of you in US, some of you in dots. Now, first of all, remember to cross your leg, especially to avoid downward movement of energy. That is the most important reason why we should cross our leg. The second one, make your back and head straight but relaxed. Straight but relaxed. The third one, our wings, don't try to be too open or too close. Make it as natural as possible. The positions of your hand, it is totally up to you. The Hindus like this because to release Sattvam, Rajas, Tamas, meet emptiness. The Buddhists, you may follow Borobudur. This is the position to the eastern direction, southern direction, west. No, it's totally up to you. But when it comes to me, I am very comfortable using the mudra of the great Buddha canon in Japan. In Japan, there is the great Buddha canon. This is one of the reincarnations of Buddha of compassion, Avalokitesvara. When I meditate, I perfectly peaceful with this kind of positions of the hand. This is the mudra of Buddha canon. The great Buddha of canon in Japan, one of the reincarnations of compassion Buddha Avalokitesvara. And the eyes, when you feel fresh and healthy inside, fresh and healthy, close it. When you feel little bit sleepy, just open a little bit. Just avoid to get sleepy. Now we are going to meditate. To some of you who do not understand English, later this video will be translated into Bahasa. No worry. No worry. Now we are going to meditate. In the more advanced level, to meditate is to take a perfect rest in this moment as it is. Simply rest, especially your mind. That is the innermost core of meditation. What I mean by resting the mind is very simple. Stop any kind of inner conflict and inner critic inside. No need to blame yourself, no need to blame the others. Simply rest in this moment as it is. Whatever the blessing of this moment, simply smile. Smile is a sign that you are no longer a victim in life. You are now a master. Anything that happened in this moment, from numbness until peace of mind, from the sounds of motorcycle until the sound of alarm, simply rest. And one of your close friend is beautiful smile. The smile which is perfectly full of acceptance. The smile which is totally free from any kind of resistance. Smile, beautiful soul. Smile. Your face, your heart, your soul will be much more beautiful when you keep smiling. As has been widely published in some journal, there are many diseases in modern time happen because people tend to be overthinking. Overthinking. By resting the mind, you are no longer spending too much energy on thinking. Rest, beautiful soul, rest. Remember, everything is the dancings of the same perfection. Everything is the smile of the same God. Everything is the same beautiful face of the same Buddha. As material of contemplation, the weight of the brain is only 2% from the total weight of the body. The sad story, the brain consumes more than 20% of the energy that we have through our food. Meaning, using the brain, using thinking, it is too expensive. It is too expensive. Now, rest the mind, include rest the brain. No need to be overthinking. What you need is perfectly flowing. That is the innermost core of meditation. Rest, beautiful soul, rest. As dolphins beautify the ocean by being the dolphins, butterfly beautify the garden by being butterfly. You are beautifying the life by being yourself as you are. You are beautiful as you are. For that reason, rest the mind, beautiful soul. Rest the mind, beautiful heart. Say goodbye to any critic. Say goodbye to any conflict. Some of you who love the ancient Holy Scripture, one of the ancient Holy Scripture on the roof of the earth, Tibet said, dry season does not reduce the amount of water in the universe. Raining season does not increase the amount of water in the universe. The same thing happened to blame, praise, failure, success, bad, good, wrong, right. They do not decrease something, they do not increase something. In the same way with water in the universe, dry season does not reduce the amount of water in the universe. Raining season does not increase the water in the universe. In such a deep understanding now, rest the mind, beautiful soul, rest. All seeds of enlightenment are already available inside. All the seeds of enlightenment are available inside you. All seeds of peace are already there inside you. The only thing that you need is to rest the mind. Rest. To put the idea of resting the mind more practical, now feel the gap between two breaths, between in-breath and out-breath, between out-breath and in-breath. There is a gap, less than 1 second. Simply feel that gap without negative, positive, without resistance and attachment. Simply feel the gap. That is the practical way to rest the mind. Feel the gap between two breaths. Suffering mind is like ship in the ocean which is full of waves. And breath, especially the gap between two breaths, is the anchor which is connecting the mind with the beach of peace. Feel the gap between two breaths. As you grow deeper in meditation, one day you will directly understand through your personal experience. There is no such thing as bad meditation. There is no such thing as bad meditation. Everything that happened in this moment, that is the best. Anything that happened in this moment, include cough, that is the best. Everything is the smile of the same Buddha, remember? Everything is the dancing of the same God. Remember? Anything that happened in this moment, bad or good, wrong or right, helping or disturbing, use it as holy bell to return back to the gap between two breaths. Anything that happened in this moment, bad or good, wrong or right, in line with your expectation or not, use it as holy bell to return back to the gap between two breaths. That is the more practical steps of resting the mind. Some of you who learn quantum physics understand emptiness is not empty. The same thing happens when you rest the mind. You open the gate of emptiness. And emptiness is not empty. It is full of possibilities. The unhealed illness can be healed. Many things impossible can become possible when you open the gate of emptiness. For that reason, beautiful soul, rest the mind in this moment as it is. Feel the gap between two breaths without resistance and without rejection, without attachment. If you need beautiful friend in meditation, your most beautiful friend is beautiful smile. The smile which is perfectly accepting this moment as it is. The smile which is equipped by deep understanding. Anything that happened in this moment, that is the best thing. So that's why in English, the now is called the present. The present means the gift. Learn to experience this moment like a small children opening the gift. If you need a word that can guide your meditation, that only one word is rest. Rest the mind on the gap between two breaths. if you need beautiful friend, both in meditation and daily life, your most beautiful friend is beautiful smile. A kind of beautiful friend that may never dissatisfy you. Now, after resting the mind in this moment as it is, we enter the second step of meditation, learning to forgive. Especially because without forgiving, you will bring portable prison wherever you go. Without forgiving, your soul wings will be very hard. Now learn to forgive. First of all, before forgiving the others, we learn to forgive ourselves. Visualize a crying baby on your left hand. It is the symbol of your wounded childhood, your dark past, which need to be healed through the beautiful practice of forgiving. Visualize a crying baby on your left hand. Some of you was being bullied at school time. Some of you were harmed by your immature parents. Some of you were left behind by your boys' friends in teenagers' time. Whatever the bad experience that you had in the past, no other choice. Learn to forgive. How to forgive your crying past? Hug. Hug with the deep understanding. Without darkness, there will be no light. Without the dark past, the soul will never try to find the light. It is darkness that opened the gate of the light. Hug the crying baby on your left hand. Hug. That is what I mean by the practical step of forgiving yourself. Hug. It is not coincidence that you were wounded in the past. It was not coincidence. It is the way your soul choose to be mature. The immature parents, the boyfriend that you left you behind, or the person who bullied you in the school time, they are only hidden teacher. That is the perspective that you can use to make the rose of forgiving beautifully blossom within. Now hug the crying baby on your left hand. Hug. After forgiving yourself, now learn to forgive the others. Visualize the second crying baby on your right hand, which is the symbol of soul wound of the person who wounded in the past. The symbol of the person who wounded you in the past. It can be immature parent, it can be naughty friends in the school time, it can be your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend in teenagers' time. Now please open the gate of understanding. It was not violence. It was not violence which make the others harm you. It was deep soul wound. It is not only you who are wounded. The person who wounded you also wounded even worse. Some of us were wounded by our parents immature parent. Our mature were wounded by grandparent. That is the cycle of suffering in the samsaric realm. And through beautifully and sincere forgiving, you cut the cycle of suffering. You cut. You do not proceed the suffering into the following generation like children and grandchildren. You cut it. That is the beautiful part of forgiving. Now, visualize the crying baby on your left hand, which is your soul wound, giving beautiful rose of forgiving to the crying baby on your right hand, which is the person who wounded you in the past. It has been widely researched, especially by one of the famous university in Rotterdam. Forgiving releases you from many negative energy inside. Forgiving heals you from countless disease inside. So that's why learn to forgive. Forgiving does not change the past, but forgiving is certainly change the present. In the moment of forgiving, you become your own beautiful angel. Forgive, beautiful soul, forgive. To make your soul journey perfect, now we invite the white light of Father from the sky and the red light of Mother from earth. The white light of Father from the sky entering the crown chakra, the seventh chakra, resting on the fourth chakra of the heart. The red light of Mother entering the first chakra, the lower part of your back spine. Also rests on the fourth chakra of the heart. Both the white light of Father from the sky, red light of Mother from earth, giving birth to the light of love on the heart, in order to help you to heal yourself. Now, share the pink light of love on the heart to every single cell of your body, especially the part of your body which is painful. If you have problem with your head, bring the pink light of love to your head. If you have a problem with your chest, bring the pink light of love to your chest. At the same time, always remember, among 7 billion people on earth, there is only one. There is only one who can heal, who can understand you completely. And that person is you yourself. Now share the light of love to your close family and friends, husband, wife, children, good friends, by remembering their kindness. In the moment you remember the kindness of the close people, you send love energy to all of them. Now we send our energy to our parent, to husband, wife, children, beautiful friend. By visualizing that they are smiling to you, they have been very kind to you, helping release your suffering, give you a lot of happiness. Now send the light of love to your enemy, the person who keep harming and hurting you. Now send the light of love to the lower, middle, higher realm. The Balinese elder call it Burbuaswa. From hell, Satan, Gumatat Gumitit, animal, plant, Mamadi virus, especially the great Bodhisattva coronavirus, human being, demigods, gods, Dharma protector, our ancestor wherever they were reborn, wherever they live, the realm of Arahat and realm of Bodhisattva as well. That is how to make your love unlimited and unconditional. And in the moment you open your eyes, remember to whisper deep in your heart the beautiful mantra of Aham Prema, meaning I am love who is here to share love. Aham Prema, Aham Prema, Aham Prema. Deep thank you, beautiful heart, beautiful soul, wherever you are. Deep thank you for following our guided meditation. The weather here in Ashram Avalokiteswara in the high mountain, northern part of Bali, is very clear and clean. It is very strange actually, because the cycle of the month, December, is usually it is the cycle of raining season. But since yesterday, the weather here in Ashram is very clean and clear. It enables us to pray. Yesterday evening, I thought before that we could not pray because of the raining, but yesterday was very strange. The sky is cloudless, a lot of stars and moon on the sky, so that's why we deeply prayed yesterday evening. Now after guided meditation, I will share to you the second topic of today is happiness that heals. A beautiful topic, you know. His Holiness the Great Dalai Lama wrote a beautiful book. The title is The Art of Happiness. It was a beautiful book, deeply understandable, because even United Nations make a ranking about the most happy country in almost every year for the last more than 10 years. But the sad story is there are few people who know that happiness, in some part, happiness can invite the coming of illness. On another part, happiness can invite the coming of health. What I mean that happiness that invite the coming of illness. It is the happiness which is come from outside, the outer base of happiness. What I mean by outer base of happiness, which is a very unstable happiness, you are happy because of someone else's praise. You are happy because you feel better than the others. You are happy because You are higher than the others. The source of your happiness is outside. That is very unstable happiness. That is the happiness that can easily invite the coming of bad memory, bad mood, or even illness. For that reason, now I persuade you to shift your source of happiness is no longer outside but inside. When it comes to inner base of happiness, it is much more stable. While the outer source of happiness is very unstable, the inner source of happiness is much, much more stable. How to shift the source of happiness from outside into outside? First of all, the first step, release yourself from any kind of competition, especially unhealthy competition. Unhealthy competition increase your conflict, increase your stress. One day you will become a stranger inside your body because you measure your life using someone else's measurement, which is very dangerous physically, mentally, spiritually. First of all, in order to shifting the source of your happiness from outer base happiness to inner happiness, inner base happiness, release, free yourself from any kind of unhealthy competition. Don't try to be better than the others all the time. It is unhealthy. There is no one who can be winner all the time. There is no one who can be higher or better all the time. No one. So that's why the first step in shifting the source of happiness from outside into inside. Release, free yourself from any kind of unhealthy competition. The second one, find the inner fountain on inside. What I mean by the inner fountain is inner contentment. Especially some of you who grow older like me, above 40. The sooner you find the inner fountain, the better. What is the most beautiful inner fountain? Inner contentment. Especially because without inner contentment, no matter how rich you are, life will be unhappy. So that's why the second step in shifting the source of happiness from outside into inside, inner contentment. The third step, the most beautiful prayer in this case is thank you, thank you, thank you. In the moment when you whisper the beautiful prayer of thank you, the one who first of all happy is you and your soul. You and your soul. The fourth step in shifting the outer into the inner source of happiness, remember 3G, 4G, gratitude, 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 and gratitude. It has been widely researched in many famous universities worldwide. Gratitude can help the process of healing. What kind of gratitude? Make a long list of the things that make you being thankful in life, like healthy body, happy family, beautiful car, beautiful house. You are healthy physically and financially. A lot of things to be thankful. As conclusion, this is one of my important conclusions. One of the important characteristics of suffering soul, they are like wave who keep searching for the ocean. Let me repeat once again, since this is very important. The most important characteristic of suffering soul, they are like wave which keep searching for the ocean. Some of them very eager to be famous. Some of them is very eager to be rich. Some of them want to be called better all the time. That is what I mean, wave wakes in search of the ocean. That is the suffering soul. It is endless. It is endless. One wave ending on the beach and come again as another wave ending again. Endless. It is like cat chasing to its own tail. That is suffering soul. The peaceful soul is different. The peaceful soul, which is full of inner contentment. Within wave, there is ocean. No need to chase to the ocean. No need to chase the ocean. Because wave itself is the ocean. So that's why in guided meditation, the key word that I gave to you, rest. Rest. You are not a drop of water in search of the ocean. You are ocean in a drop of water. That is what I mean by peaceful soul. That is also the conclusions of our topic of today. Happiness that heals. Happiness which is not totally based on something outside, but happiness which is more rely on something inside. What is something inside? The source of happiness inside. Inner contentment. Beautiful prayer of thank you. And the most beautiful part is thank you, thank you, thank you. I still remember in the beginning of 90, I continued my study in northern part of England in the small town of Lancaster. As soon as I pick up Wika and Adi, my first daughter and my second son, in the school, as soon as they finish the school, children in England sing this kind of song. Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the food we eat. Thank you for the bird that sing. Thank you, Lord, for everything. That is the song that help you shifting the source of your happiness from outside into inside. From the happiness which is very unstable and problematic into the happiness which is much more stable and free from problem. Deep thank you, beautiful heart, beautiful soul, beautiful friends, wherever you are. Deep thank you for following our guided meditation. Hopefully the light that flowing through me will dispel many darkness here on earth. Deep thank you. And see you tomorrow. So the 3 minutes past 11, tomorrow we are going to meet again, discussing about another topic. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace in the lower, peace in the middle, peace in the higher realm.